All right, good morning, students. So welcome to Catch 25 Science Academy. And this is your first session today. Very good morning to all of you. How are you?
Good.
Shabash. Good morning, Devanshi. Excited. Okay, very good, Ramesh. Very excited. All right. Good morning, Mahi. Good morning, Priya. Good morning, Akshay. All right, I can see 29, 28 students. Very good. Okay. So let us begin the session, students. Ready? Jaldi, raise your hand. Let me see if you are ready or
Sir.
not. Yes, all of you. All of you. Yes, very good. Shabash. Shabash. Okay, Manav Gandhi, Rebecca, Manasvi. Okay, let us start, students. Let us begin. ठीक है? So आज का session किसके ऊपर होगा? Today's session would be based on. We're starting with biology students, and officially, as declared to you, we are starting with the 11th standard syllabus. And 11th standard also, I'll be going ahead with the first topic, and that is cell unit of life. Okay, that would be your first topic. On your screen, you can see the presentation now, and this is what it says. Cell unit of life, students. This is what we're going to start today. All right, and in this chapter, what you will do is you will study about cells, students. आप cells के बारे में पढ़ाई करोगे. And about cells also, we are going to study the organelles, each and every type of organelles, what are the functions, and then types of cells like prokaryotes, eukaryotes. हमने इसका इंट्रोडक्शन स्टूडेंट्स लिया था डेमो सेशंस में अपने, राइट? फाउंडेशन कोर्स में अपन ने इसका इंट्रोडक्शन ले लिया था. अभी थोड़ा सा और डिटेल में जाएंगे इसके बारे में, है ना? So first thing which I would like to start off is this we already know, right? Organization of human body, organization present in human body, all of you. Basic, the structural and functional unit of human body is. Switch on your mic, students. You can switch on your mic now. चलो फटाफट से मुझे रिप्लाई करो. Organizational level in human body. The basic level is everyone. Basic level is
Cell.
Cell. Shabash. Different cells come together to form
Tissue.
tissue. Very good. Next, different tissues come together to form
Organ.
organs. Very good. Shabash. Next, different organs would come together to form
System.
organ system. Very good answer. Next, organ systems would come together to form dash
Organism.
organ systems. Very good. I asked organ systems would come together to form dash. Organ systems would come together to form dash.
Organism.
Organism, that is right answer, Rebecca. That is right answer. Organism. Now it can either be human body, which we are talking about, or it can also be plants, right? Because when we talk about living organisms, we can include both plants as well as animals. All right, students. चलो फटाफट से आगे चलते हैं. ये तो हमने देखा था ऑलरेडी, तो इसके आगे स्टेप लेते हैं. इसके आगे क्या स्टेप है स्टूडेंट्स? ये this we have already seen. So these are the organisms, and this is first definition which I would like to explain. Cell is the, as you can see on the screen, structural and functional. Why do I say structural, students? Why do I say structural? Because entire structure of your body begins with cell, a single cell. As we said, cells come together to form tissues, correct? Similar cells having similar function. Loudly. Similar cells having similar function. I want all of you to be active on audio. ठीक है? ऑडियो ऑन करके जब भी मैं बोलूंगा आपको चिल्ला के मुझे आंसर देना है. Similar cells come together to form. Yes, students, loudly.
Tissues.
Cells. Very good. Very good. Tissues. Structurally and functionally, both these aspects are very important. Structure wise B and function wise B, जो सिमिलर सेल्स होते हैं वही इकट्ठे हो जाएंगे एंड टिश्यू बन जाएंगे. ऑलराइट, सो सिमिलर सेल्स having similar functions, very very important, having similar functions would come together to form tissues, and therefore they are the basic unit of human body. All right, I'm going to stress on this fact, human body. Filhal, I'll take human body as a reference point and accordingly we will go ahead. All right students, chalo next. Underline kya kiya hai maine? Jaldi Devanshi, tell me first underline phrase kya hai? First underlined phrase kya hai?
Independent existence.
Very good. What do I mean by independent existence?
Where cell lives its life independently or it does not depend on the surroundings. Maybe it
Very
can
good.
depend on surroundings.
It may depend on surrounding, but it won't be directly dependent on surrounding. Well, like for example, parasites, which would be needing a host to advance its life, to continue its life, right? That is not the case if I'm taking the reference point as human beings. Next, perform all the functions. Jigar,
Yes, sir.
perform all its function. What do I mean by this phrase?
Sir, it means that it performs the function which is required for a metabolism of a body.
Which is required for metabolism of body, that is required for the continuity of life. It would perform all the necessary functions which would be needed for itself to continue its life. So this is definition, students. Let us go ahead and see what are the contributions. What are the contributions? So cell jab start hua, when we started learning about cells, abhi to humko pata hai. Abhi if I ask Zoha, if I ask Mahi what is cell, they would be able to reply, sir cell to bahut simple si baat hai. Cell can be of two types, sir. यूकैरियोट हो सकते हैं, प्रोकैरियोट्स हो सकते हैं, प्लांट सेल हो सकते हैं, एनिमल सेल्स हो सकते हैं. They can define me different types of cells. They can even classify me bacterial cell. Then I have many varieties, है ना? स्कूल सेक्शन में हमने पढ़ा होगा bacilli, cocci, right students, spirillum. So different shapes of cells हमको अब पता है. But ये पहले भी पता थे क्या? Tell me, पहले भी हमको पता थे क्या? नहीं पता. So let us understand कि what are the contributions. different scientists आए और उन्होंने हमको क्या contribution दिया. How did they help us to identify, to understand cell? सेल को पहचानने में एंड उसको अंडरस्टैंड करने में क्या रोल प्ले किया साइंटिस्ट ने, वो हम पहले देखने जा रहे हैं. ऑलराइट, सो वी आर गोइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड द कंट्रीब्यूशंस ऑफ डिफरेंट साइंटिस्ट्स इन दिस background. Let us see how they contributed to our concept of cell. How did they help us to understand the cell? So the first one on your screen is, Mansi will help me to read out. First scientist. Yes, Mansi. Mansi Chalbadi.
Yes, sir.
Tell me the contribution of the first scientist.
Anton von Leeuwenhoek
Very
first
good.
saw and described a live cell.
Shabash, very good. He first saw under the microscope and he described the live cell. So he was the first one who started, you can say he was the pioneer in this field. He started the procession. Okay, he began everything. And from there on, we started to understand cell. So first time he told us that there can be a cell. And second contribution came from Robert Brown. Yes, Mahi, tell me what was his contribution, Robert Brown?
Robert Brown discovered the nucleus.
Discovered the nucleus. Very good. Does nucleus has a nuclear membrane, defined nuclear membrane? Can we see a defined nuclear membrane in prokaryotes? Aditya Gowda.
Yes, in prokaryotes, sir.
Yeah.
What nuclear membrane, sir? No, we can see it in eukaryotes.
Shabash. We cannot see nuclear membrane in prokaryotes. That is right answer. We can see nuclear membrane, a defined nucleus in eukaryotes, but we cannot see that in prokaryotes. All right, let us move ahead. Third contribution came from, yes, Zoha, tell me. Zoha. Okay, Manasvi. Can you hear me, Manasvi? Okay, Sakshi.
Yes, sir.
Yes, tell me the third contributor. Third contributor.
It is Matthias Skeldon. He discovered the plant cell form tissue.
Very good. Plant cells form tissue. The first thing which we mentioned about the organization of cell, about the organization of living organism, I should say, the first thing which we mentioned is cell is basic unit of life. And then we said, similar cells having similar structures and functions get organized to form a tissue. And that is what was said by Matthias, right? Next, let me know the fourth contribution. Let me know the fourth contribution. Who will tell me the fourth contribution? Raise your hand, students. Raise your hand. Who is ready to tell me fourth contribution? Yes, everyone, quickly. Let me see how many of you are interested. Okay. Shabash, chalo. Let us go ahead with Priya. Yes, Priya, tell me.
Theodore Chavan studied animal cell, identify a layer of plasma membrane.
Yes, he identified a layer, students, very important. And at that time, he didn't label this layer as plasma membrane. This is what we know today. Okay, so he identified that there has to be a layer, the outermost layer, which is present in animal cell. Students, tell me how many of you know which is the outermost layer in animal cell? Outermost layer in animal cell. Is it plasma membrane? Yes, Ramesh? Is it plasma membrane, students? Reply me on audio. Outermost layer in plant
sir.
cell? No, okay. Manav Gandhi, yes. So which is that layer? Which is the outermost layer in plant cell?
Cell wall.
Epidermis.
Cell wall is right answer. Cell wall is right answer. Also, somebody said epidermis. Who said epidermis? Let me know.
Sir Sakshi.
Yes, Sakshi. Now, epidermis. Now, whenever we say epidermis, it is generally meant for the skin. Okay, Sakshi? Because derma, the word derma indicates skin. So obviously, we would be using this epidermis layer, the epidermis word. It is not that it is restricted just for animals. We would also be using it for plants, for plant cells, but we would be coming to it later on. Okay? So epidermis is generally entire layer. Epidermal cells is what we are going to indicate about this later on. Epidermis, the outermost layer. Filhal, we would be going ahead with cell wall. And if anybody could help me with the composition of cell wall. Composition.
I have a doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, in animal cell, the cell wall is absent, no?
Correct.
So, sir, how the outer layer will be a cell wall in an animal cell?
Okay, outermost cell cannot be cell wall in animal cells. Outermost layer is plasma membrane. Okay, students, we have to get this. This is very simple. In case of animal cells, the outermost layer is plasma membrane, also known as plasma lemma, also known as cell membrane. We have three words. In case of animal cell, okay, I'll repeat. We have three words. In case of animal cell, outermost layer is plasma membrane, also known as plasma lemma, also known as cell membrane. ठीक है? देखो ऐसे याद रखना है. Plasma membrane. Then pick the first word. First word को pick करो. Plasma membrane का first word कौन सा है? Plasma. So plasma से एक word आएगा. Plasma lemma. Next, plasma membrane का second word क्या था? Membrane. वहां से एक word आएगा. Cell membrane. Am I getting this? So plasma membrane, also known as plasma lemma, also known as cell membrane. Now these are different names of the same thing. When I come to when I come to plant cell, students, the outermost layer is cell wall. Just inside the cell wall, I have plasma membrane. Am I clear? Am I clear over here? Yes, Jigar. Tell me, फटाक से समझ में आया?
Sir, but when you asked which is the outermost layer of animal cell, then someone told cell wall and you told it right, that's all.
No. I was referring to plant cells. Okay. So animal cells have outermost layer as plasma membrane, cell membrane, plasma lemma. जल्दी एक साथ बोल देना, ठीक है? Plasma membrane, cell membrane, plasma lemma. What is the case? What is the reference point for plant cell? Plant cell में हमारे पास कौन सा outermost layer है? It is cell wall. And then very important point, students. Let us differentiate cell wall and plasma membrane over here. Plasma membrane and cell wall. with respect to their permission. ठीक है, जैसे हम परमिशन देते हैं स्टूडेंट्स, कहीं भी आप जाते हो तो आपको टिकट मिलता है ना, if you are granted ticket only then you can enter that premises, right? So cell wall कैसा है? Cell wall हमसे टिकट मांगता है क्या? Does it allow everyone to enter the cell wall? So if you ask me about cell wall is freely permeable. Cell wall is freely permeable. So it will allow almost everything to pass through it. No problem at all. Okay? But can I say the same thing about plasma membrane, students? Can I say the same thing about plasma membrane? Yes, Drasika, tell me. Can I say the same thing about plasma membrane? Can I say the
No,
same thing about
sir.
plasma membrane? Absolutely no. Absolutely no. Why? Because अगर ऐसा होता तो सोचो कितना बड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो जाता हमारे बॉडी में, right? So plasma membrane, students, plasma membrane is selectively permeable. What is the term? What is the term? Loudly, everyone. Loudly, everyone, on your mic, on your mic. Selectively permeable. Shabash. I'll say cell wall is freely permeable. Plasma membrane is selectively permeable. All right? समझ में आ गया? ये छोटी छोटी बातें. What we will do is we will
Sir, can you explain it once again? Sorry.
Yeah. I'll repeat it once again. So I'm trying to distinguish between cell wall and plasma membrane right now. Also, students, we are not yet into the concept. Okay, we are not yet into the understanding of plasma membrane and cell wall. But as I said, we have lots and lots of points to cover. So gradually we will keep on accumulating one and the other point about each cell organelle. Okay. So अभी हम क्या पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं? Right now we are studying about plasma membrane and cell wall. So the basic difference between them is, first of all, cell wall is present only in plant cells. If I compare plant and animal cells, cell wall is present only in plant cells. It is not present in animal cells. That is the first point. Second point, cell wall is freely permeable. That is, it will allow things to pass through it. Entry, exit, entry, exit, entry, exit, entry, exit, entry, exit is freely allowed. All right. But is that the case with plasma membrane, also known as dash? Tell me the answer. Also known as dash.
Plasma lemma.
Shabash. Plasma lemma as well as cell membrane. Very good. So we have three words for it, right? So plasma membrane is selectively permeable. Selectively permeable. I hope that is understood. I hope that is understood to everyone.
Yes, sir.
समझ में आ गई बातें? Yes,
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 sir.
yes, yes. Shabash. What about others? What about others? Tell me.
Yes,
Have
sir.
you understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Dukha, Suyash, Akshay, Shreya Sanghvi, Jyotika, Srushti Panchal, Ashwini.
Yes, sir, understood.
Very good. What about you, Ashwini? Swati Gupta. Swati Gupta.
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right. All right. Let us get this repeated by Suyash. Yes, Suyash, can you hear me? Suyash, can you hear me? Suyash.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Tell me the alternative terms for plasma lemma. Alternative terms for plasma lemma, Suyash. How many of you know the answer? Raise your hand. Raise your
Plasma
hand.
membrane.
Very good. Plasma membrane is right answer. Another option. One more alternative. Yes, Suyash.
Yes, sir.
One more alternative to plasma lemma apart from plasma membrane. Yes, Jyotika. Jyotika, tell me the answer.
So cell membrane.
Cell membrane is right answer. Shabash. Cell membrane. Well done, Suyash. Very good, Jyotika. Okay. Next, Varis Solanki. Varis Solanki, you have to tell me
Yes,
the
sir.
basic difference with regards to permeability. Basic difference with regards to permeability between cell wall and plasma membrane.
The cell wall is freely permeable, whereas the plasma membrane is selectively permeable.
Very good, selectively permeable. Yes, Rebecca, tell me, what do I mean by permeability first of all? What do I mean by permeability? Permeable.
So permeable means which allows everything to pass through.
Very good, very good. Permeability is it simply means pass through. So when I say selectively permeable, it means that plasma membrane will allow selected things to pass through it. Okay. All right. Gradually, we will also understand which are those things which are allowed by the plasma membrane to pass through. Plasma membrane is formed up of what all things. ठीक है? जब वो समझेंगे तो इस पे आ जाएंगे. All right. I would like to introduce another thing to all of you students. We have something known as cell theory. Can you see on the screen? Cell theory. Now, cell theory was contributed by, it was actually, I should say that the last two scientists, ठीक है, Matthias and Theodore, इन दोनों ने सेल थियरी फॉर्म कर दिया था, बट सेल थियरी में देयर वाज आल्सो कंट्रीब्यूशन कमिंग फ्रॉम वर्शाव. ठीक है, Warsaw also gave his contribution. So what exactly is cell theory, students? Let us understand. So this is exactly what cell theory is. This is exactly what cell theory is. Shreya Sangvi will read out the first point. Yes, Shreya.
All living things are made of cells.
Very good. All living bodies or all living things are made up of cells. So this is something we have already done through, right? Cell is the basic unit of living organism. All right, ठीक है, इसका तो हमको मतलब समझ में आ गया. Okay, next is Nidhi Mehta. Second point, Nidhi, read out the second point.
Sir, can I?
Cells are the basic unit of structure and function in living things.
Okay, well done, Nidhi. Someone else also asked me, can I read out? Who was it?
So me.
Okay, Zoha. Yes, go ahead. Third
All cells
point.
are produced from
Existing cells. Very good. So cells, new cells are formed from the previous ones. New cells are formed from the previous one. Okay. This third point exactly was contributed by Warsaw. Okay. So these are the points of cell theory. Very simple points. Kya points, students? Point number one. This is very, very important. Okay. Point number one. Cell is the, all living things are made up of. All living things are made up of, loudly on audio, on audio.
cells.
Very good. Shabash. Point number two, cells are
Basic unit.
Unit of structure.
Very good. Basic unit of living organisms. Which of the units? Structural as well as functional. Structural as well as functional. And then the third point, new cells are formed from
Existing cells.
existing cells, previous cells. All right, chalo. Adrita would be the next person. Adrita would repeat all 3 points for me. Yes, Adrita.
All living things are made up of cells. Cells are the basic unit of structure and function in living things. All cells are produced from existing cells.
Okay, very good. We will frame it in this pattern. Adrita, second point, let us frame it in this pattern. Cells are structural and functional unit of human body, or else right now we will say living organisms. Okay, let us move ahead to the next point, students. ये देखो क्या दिख रहा है आपको स्क्रीन पे. चलो जल्दी देख के बताओ स्क्रीन पे क्या दिख रहा है. I have divided this image into two parts.
Eukaryotic, prokaryotic.
Prokaryotic and eukaryotic.
Shabash, eukaryotic and prokaryotic cell, right? Eukaryotic and prokaryotic cell. Take a minute, observe all the labelings, and then I'll ask you questions. Take a minute, observe all the labeling, students, and then we will ask few questions to you. Also, no need to take screenshots because I'll be sending these images to you people. ठीक है? कोई टेंशन की बात नहीं है. I can see all of you are active, very active. तक अपन ने ऋत्विक को क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछा. We have not asked question to who else? Ashwini, Drashti Shah. Yes, students, ready?
Yes, sir.
Now you have to tell me true or false. Okay, true or false. Yes, Ashwini, you would be first one to answer. Are you ready, Ashwini? Confirm me on audio. Yeah, she's ready. Can you hear me, Ashwini? Hello?
Sir.
Yeah, okay. Ashwini, tell me just two labelings. Tell me any two labelings which are common for both the cells. Give me any two labelings or any two cell organelles, I should say. Cell components which are common to both the type of cells. Give me any two cell organelles, names of any two cell organelles.
Sir, cytoplasm, plasma membrane, and ribosome.
Ribosome, shabash, very well done. Cytoplasm, plasma membrane, and ribosomes. Very good. My next question is for Drashti Shah. Yes, Drashti. Are you ready?
Yes,
Yeah. All right. Tell me. Tell me names of any two cell organelles which are present just in animal cells, or else I should say just in eukaryotes. Two cell organelles which are present only in eukaryotes and they are not present in prokaryotes. Yes, Drashti. Give me names of two components which are present only in eukaryotes. They are not present in prokaryotes.
Golgi complex and
Okay.
lysosome.
Lysosomes, it is perfect answer. This is very simple. Okay, and trust me, when I'll be going deeper into the chapter, you will realize these questions were so simple because we can name number of cell organelles, not only just two. You'll be able to name number of cell organelles which are present in eukaryotes, but they're not present in prokaryotes. All right. Okay. Next. Yes, Priyanka Sankhe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell me prokaryotic cell, the outermost membrane, outermost layer. Which layer can you see over here? The outermost layer.
Plasma membrane.
Outermost layer in case of prokaryote. Prokaryote, Priyanka. Prokaryote.
Cell wall.
Okay, are you sure? Look at the diagram again. Manav Gandhi.
Yes, sir. Cell wall.
Sir, it is
Oh, sorry,
capsule.
capsule. Oh.
Capsule, very good. Capsule. We also have students in capsule also. As I said, again, when I'll enter into the chapter, when we will consider each and every cell organelle individually, you will realize we have again two types over here. Capsule also, one would be thin, one would be very thick. So we would be differentiating that also very soon. Okay. Okay. Let us go on to the next point. Now these are some of the organelles which are exclusively for prokaryotes and eukaryotes, and we also have some cell organelles which are common to both of them. On your screen you can see these names. Slowly and steadily we will come to all of them. Okay, no need to worry. Okay, वापस इस diagram पे आएंगे. अभी के लिए I'm just showing you this segregation. We will come to this very soon. Don't worry. ठीक है, इसको अभी learn करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. You don't have to learn, students. You don't have to learn them. Okay. See, one thing is for sure. I've been saying this right from your foundation courses, that you have to keep on repeating the terms with me. I can also see students who are on camera who are repeating things with me. That is very important in biology students. In biology, unless you start repeating those words, unless those words get familiar with your tongue, biology won't come to you. It is like language. It is like language. You have to keep on speaking this language. You have to say, you have to speak out prokaryotes. You have to speak out eukaryotes. You have to say cell organelles. Once you say this term 5 to 10 times, then you will be comfortable with it. समझ में आ रहा है? जैसे आप किसी का नाम होता है ना, बहुत सा टफ सा नाम होता है, बोलने में टफ होता है, तो उस नाम को आप बार बार बुलाओगे, तब जाके वो नाम आपकी जुबान के साथ चल पड़ेगा, आपको वो नाम सही से निकलेगा. So similarly, biology also has to be repeated again and again. Only then it would be comfortable with you. It is like language. We have to love this language if we have the dreams to crack NEET. Okay, let us go to the next topic. All right. So what is the next topic? We are going to gradually go into the cell organelles. Very basic understanding, students. Always, every chapter, how I'll be taking every chapter is, you'll be kind of peeling off the layers. ठीक है? तो हर एक chapter अपन पहले overview लेंगे, फिर second layer में जाएंगे, फिर third layer में जाएंगे. इस तरह से we are going to enter the chapter. So first thing is, let us try to understand the functioning of basic components, some basic cell organelles of eukaryotes. ठीक है? So I think just 1 minute is remaining. Less than 2 minutes are remaining. So soon join me again, and then let us continue. Okay? All right. Join the session again, and then let us continue. Thank you very much. Join with the same link and password. Yes, Rebecca. Plant cells as well as animal cells, both are eukaryotes. Prokaryotes, we generally refer to those organisms which are really small, very simple organisms. So I'll come to the examples also, don't worry. For now, plant cells around you are eukaryotes. You are also eukaryotes. Okay. One of the eukaryotes. Okay. So I think we are good to go. Okay, students. So what you are going to do now is we're going to start one by one, taking up different cell organelles which are present in eukaryotes especially. Okay, I'll be taking up cell organelles, different cell organelles which are present in eukaryotes. Remember, अपन क्या करने वाले हैं अभी? Eukaryotes को देखने वाले हैं. Students, again, I would like to repeat, eukaryotes and prokaryotes is what we were differentiating just before this. Okay, we were differentiating between eukaryotes and prokaryotes, and not between plant cell and animal cell. Okay, eukaryotes will have both plants as well as animals inside them. Okay, so my first question over here is nucleus. That is the first cell organelle, nucleus. So what do you know about nucleus? Tell me, students. Share करो मेरे साथ nucleus के बारे में आपको क्या क्या पता है. Who will tell me? Drasika, tell me. What do you know about nucleus? What do you know about nucleus?
The nucleus is present at the center of a cell.
Okay. What else? It contains. Nucleus contains.
Nucleolus.
Okay, nucleolus. ठीक है, nucleolus. What else? Okay, Palak, would you like to add something to this? Palak?
Yes, sir. It contains DNA.
Shabash, it contains DNA. Can I say it contains RNA also, whichever is the genetic material? let us generalize a bit. Let us generalize it a bit. So nucleus contains genetic material. Genetic material can either be DNA or RNA. Genetic material can either be DNA or RNA. In human beings, genetic material is DNA. Okay, students, in human beings, DNA is the genetic material. What do I understand by genetic material? It is going to decide everything about you. Everything about you. Aapka eye color, aapka skin complexion, the kind of hair you would have, iris. When I say eye color, I mean iris, which is present inside your eye. Okay, this is going to decide everything about you. That is the genetic material. Your blueprint. That would be a better term to say. है ना? Okay, ठीक है. So nucleus contains, can I say nucleus contains chromosome? Nucleus contains chromosomes, which is made up of DNA. DNA has genes, right? DNA के अंदर क्या होते हैं? Genes, different sequences. Like for example, अगर मैं इसको ले लूं DNA, देखो ये बड़ा सा फिंगर, अगर ये है अगर DNA, ठीक है, तो DNA के अंदर ये जो sequences हैं, this is, I can say this part is one gene, this is next gene, this is next gene. So different sequences on DNA, different sequences on DNA are labeled as genes. Am I clear over here? Students, am I clear over here? All right. So this is how I'll say nucleus contains chromosomes. Chromosomes are made up of DNA, and DNA is genetic material. Again, I'll repeat. Nucleus contains chromosomes. Chromosomes are made up of
DNA.
DNA, shabash. DNA is a genetic material.
Genetic.
जिगर फटाफट रिपीट करेंगे, ठीक है जिगर, रिपीट करेंगे. चल. Nucleus contains
DNA.
Chromosome.
ऐसे लोअर हायरार्की पे आएंगे, ठीक है, ऊपर नहीं जाना, नीचे की तरफ आना, ठीक है, डिक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर. ओके, न्यूक्लियस कंटेन्स
Chromosomes.
शाबाश. Chromosomes are made up of
Genetic materials.
DNA has genes and therefore DNA is the genetic material. ठीक है, फोकस करना है जिगर, फोकस करना है, ठीक है, यहाँ फोकस करना है. यस अद्रिता, टेल मी. Nucleus contains chromosomes. Very good. Chromosomes are made up of
Genetic material.
shabash. Genetic material is dash in case of human beings. Genetic material is dash in case of DNA is right answer. Very good. Okay, next is Manasvi. Yes, Manasvi. Nucleus contains
Chromosomes.
shabash. Mahi Nandu. Chromosomes are made up of
Nucleus.
Chromosomes are made up of Aditya Gowda, tell me.
So chromosomes are made up of DNA.
Shabash. And DNA is, yes, Rebecca.
A genetic material which contains genes.
Shabash. Genetic material which contains genes. HIV virus students, it contains dash as the genetic material, DNA or RNA. RNA is right answer. Shabash, well done. RNA is right answer. Okay. Next cell component. You can see on the screen the function of nucleus, students. Can you see the function of nucleus? मैंने जो बोला आपको, आप मुझे ओरली सिंपल लैंग्वेज में वही बोल के दिखाओगे बार बार, ठीक है? न्यूक्लियस कंटेन्स chromosomes are made up of DNA is the genetic material. Okay, next, second example. What do I know about ribosomes? Yes, Priyanka Sankhe, Nidhi Mehta, Swati Gupta, Mansi Chalwadi, anything that you people can contribute. What do I know by ribosome? What do you know about ribosomes? Ribosomes के बारे में मुझे क्या क्या पता है? Ramesh.
So they synthesize proteins.
Shabash, very well done. They synthesize proteins. Very well done. Ribosomes synthesize proteins with the help of, who has the recipe for protein, students? If protein is gajar ka halwa,
DNA.
RNA is right answer. I think Palak answered, right? Palak?
Yes, sir.
Very good. RNA. Acha, which type of RNA? Which type of RNA has that recipe with it?
Transcription.
tRNA.
Ribosomal.
No.
Messenger RNA.
Messenger RNA. Shabash. I could see Priya answering messenger RNA, but her mic was not on. So audio didn't come over here. Okay, messenger RNA is right answer, students. Just by the term messenger, I can understand it is bringing some kind of message. It is bringing some kind of message for the synthesis of proteins. And those messages, if I can remember, those messages are coded in the terms of codon. Have I heard this term, students? Codon.
Triple codon, yes, sir.
Triplet basis, shabash. Triplet basis. These bases come in the combination of 3, and those 3 bases, nitrogenous bases, are known as codon. How many of you have heard this term before? Codon, किसने सुना है? Raise your hand. Raise your hand, students. Codon. क्या बात है? Very good. मानसी चलवाड़ी, दर्शिका, पलक, साक्षी, देवांशी, स्वाति गुप्ता, श्रेया, आदित्य, रेबेका, प्रिया, सुयश, अद्रिता, मानव, अश्विनी, जिगर. Okay. Very good. Jyotika. All right. Let us go ahead. ठीक है, आगे चल. देखो कैसा है, अपन एक टर्म को ऐसे हाथ लगाएंगे ना, तो कुछ नई चीजें वहां से निकल के आएंगी, और उनमें से कुछ चीजें हमने ऑलरेडी देखी हैं, तो अपन रास्ते में उनको भी डिस्कस करते जाएंगे, उनको भी साथ में देखते जाएंगे. And as I said, this is just an overview. Then we will be entering deeper into the chapter, which with every session you will be going deeper. All right. My next question, students. Next question is ribosomes. Yes, we already know ribosomes are important for the protein synthesis. They are important for protein synthesis. And if I can remember, tell me true or false. Okay, tell me true or false. Ribosomes are present in prokaryotes as well as eukaryotes. True. Answer is right. Very good. Shabash. Well done, Palak. Yes, answer is true. She was the first one to reply. Answer is true. Ribosomes are present both in prokaryotes as well as eukaryotes. My next question is, do you think ribosomes are somewhere responsible for faster evolution of organisms on the earth?
True.
Okay. Can you justify the statement, Palak? Yes, Palak, can you justify the statement? Why ribosomes can be held responsible somewhere for the evolution of the organisms? Okay.
Because they help to.
Yeah. Students, you can raise your hand if you're interested to answer this one. You can raise your hand if you're interested to answer.
Synthesize.
Superb. For protein synthesis, they're responsible for protein synthesis, and therefore, hence, what if they synthesize proteins? Then what? How would they be responsible for evolution? Yes, Jigar, Aditya, Jyotika. Any addition to this point? Try to imagine a bit, students. अच्छा ठीक है. Evolution के लिए let us think in this pattern, students. Unicellular organisms graduated into multicellular organisms, and in this process, don't you think complexity बढ़ गई होगी? They would have needed certain enzymes. And proteins.
Yes,
Do
sir.
form enzymes. Correct, students? Enzymes are protein in nature. Right? So enzymes are biocatalysts, right? है ना? Enzymes की वजह से, only due to enzymes, I suppose this evolution would have accelerated for sure. Do you all agree, students? Raise your hand if you agree with me. Because of enzymes, surely evolution must have accelerated. Yes, Jyotika, you agree with me? Jyotika, switch on your audio. Did you understand? Jyotika, समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Shabash. So I'll summarize the point again. Okay, students, I'll summarize the point again. So what did I mean is actually, I wanted to ask you people how ribosomes can be held responsible in this evolutionary process. So what is evolution, first of all? What is evolution? Evolution is when we graduate to higher standard of living. That is in today's life practically. But if I see the history of organisms, then evolution means where the organisms evolved to become better organisms, better adapted to their ecosystem. Okay. So if I consider just a basic line that single cell organism, how they become multicellular. So in this process, they must have needed enzymes to work for them. And enzymes are what? Enzymes are what, students? Protein in nature. And who synthesizes proteins? Who synthesizes proteins? Only even in prokaryotes. Even in prokaryotes.
Ribosome.
The answer is ribosomes. The answer is ribosomes. Shabash. So hence I held ribosomes responsible somewhere for evolution, which is a good responsibility, which is a good, a very good crime, if I can say that. Okay, next, students, next is endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum. तो यहाँ पे तो जो मैंने कंटेंट डाला है तो थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लेक्स लाइंस है, बट व्हाट डू आई अंडरस्टैंड बाय एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम? आपने किसी ने सुना इसके बारे में सिंपल लैंग्वेज में? हाउ कैन एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम, व्हाट रोल एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम हैज इन अ यूकैरियोटिक सेल? Endoplasmic reticulum. Anyone of you have heard about this term? Any of you? Anyone? Yes, Manav. Go ahead, Manav.
Sir, it synthesizes and transport proteins and fats.
Okay, very good. Synthesizes and transports proteins and fats. Okay, fats, I'll take up the point. Fats, I'll take your point, Manav, but I'm still I'm still confused if I can use the same thing for proteins. Yes, Jigar?
Sir, there are also two types of endoplasmic reticulum.
Shabash. क्या बात है? Tell me the types. Jigar, tell me the types.
Rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum.
Very good. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. See if you can call out these names properly, students. ये एक दो बार नाम बोल के दिखाओ. Endoplasmic reticulum बोलने आ रहा अच्छे से? एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिक्यूलम तो नहीं बोल रहे हो? रेटिक्यूलम, रेटिक्यूलम, रेमिक्यूलम, रेटिक्यूलम ही निकल रहा है मुंह से. हर बार वही निकल रहा है, कच्चा पापड़ पका पापड़ वाला. ट्राई करो. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum. Yes. Okay. So as I said, we have two types of endoplasmic reticulum. One is rough endoplasmic reticulum, also known as RER. है ना जिगर? शाबाश. सीधा उसने पकड़ा. मानव गांधी ने करेक्ट पॉइंट बोला था. मानव गांधी ने एकदम एग्जैक्ट पॉइंट बोला कि it helps us to synthesize proteins and fats. But I would just like to add a word, Manav, to your sentence, and I would like to say it helps in protein synthesis. It helps in protein synthesis by providing site of attachment to the ribosomes. ठीक है? मैं बोलूं कैसे याद रखता हूं? I remember it in this pattern, students. Endoplasmic reticulum has two types, that is smooth and rough. Okay, Manav, ध्यान देना Manav. The rough one, rough endoplasmic reticulum will act like a sofa. Okay, sofa set होता है ना अपने घर पे, sofa set जहाँ पे अपन जाके आराम से बैठ जाते हैं, है ना? So it is that sofa set, it is that chair on which ribosomes will go and relax. समझ में आ रहा है? समझ में आ रहा है? Yes, rough endoplasmic reticulum is like a surface. Rough endoplasmic reticulum is like a surface on which ribosomes will go and sit. rough endoplasmic reticulum is like a surface on which ribosomes will go and sit. And ribosomes का काम क्या है? Ribosomes का क्या है? Yes, Shreya Sangvi, tell me. Ribosomes का काम क्या है? Shreya Sangvi.
It sits on endoplasmic reticulum surface.
Okay, very good. Apart from sitting and relaxing on endoplasmic reticulum, what is the role of ribosomes?
Protein synthesis.
Protein synthesis. Protein synthesis. Answers का भरमार है पलक की तरफ से. आंसर पे आंसर, आंसर पे आंसर, धनाधन आंसर्स आ रहे, धनाधन आंसर्स आ रहे. Very good, Palak. Okay, so the main function is protein synthesis. The main function of ribosome is protein synthesis. Because ribosome is attaching on the surface of rough endoplasmic reticulum, I will say rough endoplasmic reticulum helps in protein synthesis. I will say rough endoplasmic reticulum helps in protein synthesis by providing the attachment site for ribosomes. Am I clear? Raise your hand, students. किस किस को समझ में आ गई बात? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Let me see. Raise your hand. Yes, very good. Raise your hand if you have understood. Raise your hand if you have understood. Complete clarity up till now. Complete clarity up till now.
Sir, please you can explain it once again.
Sure. I'll explain it once again. See, you have to understand in this pattern. Okay? I'll say endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum are of two types. Okay? One is smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and the other one is rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. Next point, on rough endoplasmic reticulum, we have ribosomes which attach on its surface. ठीक है, rough endoplasmic reticulum पे ribosomes attach हो जाते हैं. And what is the function of ribosomes, Aditya? What is the function of ribosomes?
Sir, it synthesizes the proteins.
Shabash. And because rough endoplasmic reticulum is providing the surface for it, can I say rough endoplasmic reticulum helps in protein synthesis? Can I say that?
Yes, sir.
Can I say that? Shabash. Very good. Yes, Nidhi Mehta, समझ में आ रहा है? Akshay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good. शाबाश. Students अपने आप को बोलते रहने, ठीक है, आंसर्स बोलते रहने हैं. भले किसी और ने आंसर दे दिया, अगर आपको भी आता है तो आप भी ऑडियो ऑन करके बोलोगे. बाकी सबको अपनी आवाज सुनाओ. ठीक है, सबको अपनी आवाज सुनानी है. Make everyone hear your voice. And maybe कोई सोता होगा तो जाग जाएगा आपकी आवाज से, है ना? ओके. जिगर ऐसे धीरे धीरे से स्माइल करता है, एकदम ऐसे थोड़ा सा स्माइल ऐसे बचा के, एकदम स्माइल इज चार्जेबल. ज्यादा हंसा तो फाइन लग जाएगी. ओके, I'll go to next cell organelle. My next cell organelle is the favorite one. सबसे favorite है. Mitochondrion is the singular term. Mitochondrion is the singular term. Mitochondria is the plural term. Okay, so mitochondrion is the singular term. Mitochondria, you have to remember this, students. Mitochondria is the plural term. And what is the function of mitochondrion? Who will tell me? नहीं, रुक जा जिगर, रुक जा. बहुत लोग जवाब ही नहीं दे रहे. I have many students over here who are not at all replying. So let us see if they are awake or not. हाँ, चलो बताओ बच्चे लोग, मैं आंसर पूछूंगा. ओके, चलो स्वाति गुप्ता को पूछते हैं. चलो, यस स्वाति, टेल मी फंक्शन ऑफ माइटोकॉन्ड्रियन.
Sir, it produces energy.
शाबाश. It produces energy. It gives you energy. We get ATP because of mitochondrion. And by the way, students, you had this in your grade 10 also. Correct me if I'm wrong. We have already learned about glycolysis. We have learned about Krebs cycle.
Yes,
which
sir.
is which is also known as DASH. Krebs cycle is also known as DASH.
Tricarboxylic
cycle.
Shabash, shabash, shabash. Tricarboxylic acid cycle. Another name, third name.
Citric acid cycle.
Citric acid cycle is right answer. Very good. Citric acid cycle. Shabash. Citric acid cycle. So Krebs cycle, tricarboxylic acid cycle, citric acid cycle. Any reason why it is named as citric acid cycle?
Citric acid is the first that component, therefore it's known as citric acid cycle.
क्या बात है, क्या बात है, क्या बात है. Add one word to it. आदित्य एक word और add कर ले उसमें. It is the first stable product of this cycle.
Yes sir, yes.
Okay, it is the first stable component of the cycle, and hence the name of the cycle is based on this term, this chemical component. Okay, my next question is, why do I call it as tricarboxylic acid cycle? Yes, Priya. Tricarboxylic acid cycle. Anybody? Tricarboxylic
So
acid
does
cycle.
it pass through 3 stages?
No, Drastika, no.
Because it contains 3 carboxyl acid.
Superb. Wow. Very well done, Sakshi. That is perfect answer. Because it has components that have 3 carboxylic acid groups. समझा? इसलिए वर्ड को ब्रेक करना था अपने को. ट्राई कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड. समझ में आया? Try carboxylic acid. Although you don't have to justify this even in your 10+2 grade, but surely if you do, whenever you proceed ahead with your graduation, okay, MBBS or physiotherapy or anything that you intend to do, over there again you will have to come across this. And in graduation you do have pathways, huge pathways, where you will have to draw the structures also. So it is like from class 10 you are studying the same thing you would be studying in your graduation also under the subject biochemistry, where you will have to draw the structures also. Structures भी draw करने पड़ेंगे. Citric acid के, malic acid के, oxaloacetic acid के, alpha ketogluteric acid के, succinic acid के, succinyl coenzyme A के, acyl coenzyme A के. इतने सारे structures draw करने पड़ेंगे. So अभी शुक्र मनाओ कि हमको सिर्फ नाम याद करना. ठीक है? Krebs cycle में आपको learn करवाऊंगा. There is a technique to learn Krebs cycle, and there is technique to not forget Krebs cycle. I'll let you know that technique. फिलहाल के लिए mitochondrion is the cell organelle which is responsible for production of energy, ATP. Let us go ahead, students. My next cell organelle. Yeah.
So mitochondrion is also called as the powerhouse of the cell.
Powerhouse of cell, that is valid point. Mitochondria is also known as powerhouse of cell. Why? Because it produces energy, है ना? अभी सुबह सुबह सबके पास एनर्जी आ गई ना, मतलब सोचो आपके साथ साथ आपका माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया भी उठ गया है ना? ओके, नेक्स्ट इज क्लोरोप्लास्ट. क्लोरोप्लास्ट स्टूडेंट्स, अपने पास है क्लोरोप्लास्ट? ऐसे खिड़की बार हाथ निकालते हो तो खाना खुद ही बन जाता है? नहीं है. Okay. Oh, and just the presence of this cell organelle on the screen, just the presence of this cell organelle on our screen indicates, Rebecca, it indicates that we are also studying about the plant cells, right? So eukaryotes will include both human beings also. Filhal ke liye I'll consider human beings and plants. Function of chloroplast. Manasvi, tell me the answer. Function of chloroplast. Yes, Manasvi. Function of chloroplast. Manasvi, can you hear me, Manasvi?
Sir, may I?
Sakshi, go ahead.
It helps in the metabolic activities of the plant cell.
Okay, metabolic activities. All right. Which kind of metabolic activities? Is it anabolic or catabolic? Sakshi.
Sir, I don't know that.
Okay, no problem. I'll simplify this question. Okay. When I say metabolic activities, is it the forming activities or breaking activities?
The
forming one. That is right answer. So it forms food for the plants, right, students? It produces food for the plants. And also it produces a very, very important byproduct, which is used for us. It is very, very
oxygen.
That is right answer. Oxygen. Oxygen is a byproduct of photosynthesis. Thankfully, oxygen is a byproduct of photosynthesis because we can get oxygen then. Also, students, when I use that term anabolic and catabolic, let me know how many of you are familiar with this term, anabolic and catabolic. Raise your hand if you know the answer. Nobody. Okay, no one. Take it. No one. Achha, Akshay knows. Okay. Varis Solanki. Yes, Varis Solanki, tell me about anabolic and catabolic. Anabolism, catabolism.
Catabolic activities are the ones where breakdown of material takes place, and anabolic are the ones where formation takes place.
Yes. Shabash, very well done, Vari. Very well done. So when I say anabolic, students, okay, when I say anabolic, that means producing something, forming something. Okay, when I say catabolic, breaking something, that is catabolic. Okay, बहुत simple example is especially for Gujarati students. Gujarati जितने भी लोग हैं, कितने लोग यहाँ पे गुजराती? इतने अभी तो हालांकि कोविड की वजह से अपना गरबा बंद हो गया, और आई एम श्योर गरबा कहीं ना कहीं तो चालू ही होगा. तो जब गरबा खेलते तो अपन कैसे ऐसे करते हैं, ऐसे फिर ऐसे. That is anabolism, catabolism. You start formation and you do the breaking part. So every time you bring your hands together, that is anabolism. Forming of something, and then you say breaking of something. So catabolism, anabolism, catabolism. All right. So the same thing happens in the chloroplast also, but because there is food formation, I would use the term anabolism. Okay, students. However, metabolism includes both of these. So when I say metabolism, it includes catabolism as well as anabolism. समझ में आया students? समझ में आ गया? Metabolism में दोनों पार्ट होते हैं. Anabolism भी होता है, catabolism भी होता है. Okay, metabolism includes both of these. Both of these are components of metabolism. Individually, what do I understand by anabolism? It is formation. Catabolism, it is breakdown. All right. Ashwini, repeat for me, Ashwini. Which are the two components of metabolism? Two components of metabolism.
Anabolism and catabolism.
Anabolism, catabolism. Shabash. Yes. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ashwini. Anabolism means
forming, and catabolism means breaking.
Very good. Anabolism means forming, catabolism means breaking. Okay. I'll give you a few examples. You have to tell me if it is anabolism or if it is catabolism. Okay. Let us start. I've given you Parle-G biscuit to eat. Parle-G आप खा रहे हो, ठीक है? So जब आप बार्ली बिस्किट खा रहे हो, आपके बकल कैविटी में क्या चालू है? बकल कैविटी में, मे बी स्टमक में, मे बी इंटेस्टाइन में क्या चालू होगा?
Catabolism.
Catabolism is right answer. Catabolism is right answer. Okay, my next question is, inside your liver, students, inside your liver, glucose plus 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 glucose, बहुत सारे ग्लूकोज मिलके बन जाएंगे ग्लाइकोजन. So this is example of
Anabolism.
Well done, Devanshi. She was the first one to answer. Yes.
Sir, anabolism means production. So when we chew biscuit, sir, our cavity also releases saliva, so there is production also.
Okay. I'll come to this. So he has a valid doubt over here. What he says that if I say anabolism is formation, then when I have something in my buccal cavity, anything which is to eat, by the way, so then salivary glands would be secreting saliva. I'm using the term secreting. I'm using the term secreting. It is not literally, it doesn't literally means producing or forming. No, it means secreting. ठीक है जिगर? So saliva is already there in the salivary glands. It is secreted. In fact, I should say the amylase, salivary amylase is the enzyme which is secreted for the reaction and not for forming any biomolecule over here. Let us be more specific. Biomolecules which are present in your food are being broken down over here, and we have two types of breakdown, two types of catabolism which is happening in your mouth, jigar, when I have biscuit or any other food. One is physical breakdown, I will call it as mechanical digestion with the help of my teeth. The second one is chemical digestion, which is with the help of my salivary amylase, and that too is only for carbohydrates. Okay, 30% of your carbohydrates are broken down in your buccal cavity. Is that clear, Jigar? Therefore, I'll not call it as anabolism because I'm not forming any biomolecule.
As same in liver also. When the food enters into stomach, the liver also produces gastric juices, and also there is also production of that.
Correct. But these are enzymes. Are you forming any biomolecules over here, Jigar? If you are synthesizing any biomolecule, then you can say it is anabolism. Understood? Because in stomach you are breaking down proteins. In stomach you are breaking down lipids. You're not forming anything. You are breaking down complex food materials into simpler ones. That is catabolism. In liver, you're forming bonds between glucose. Which bonds? Glycosidic bond. आप लोग ये भी पढ़ाई करने वाले हो. I will teach you these concepts also. Which kind of bonds are formed between glucose to form glycogen? Which type of bonds are formed between amino acids to form proteins? Which type of bonds are formed between fatty acids and glycerol to form lipids or fat or oil? ठीक है, ये भी अपन पढ़ने वाले. Is that clear? जिगर समझ में आ गई बात? हम बायोमोलिक्यूल्स को ब्रेक कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, and therefore they cannot be termed as anabolism. All right, students, let us go ahead. So chloroplast is important for photosynthesis. All right, my next cell organelle is, check karo students, Golgi complex. Have you heard about this? Golgi complex. Yes, Mahi. Shabash, also known as Golgi apparatus. Very good. Next, what is the function, Mahi? What is the function? What is the function? Anybody? Yes, Manav, go ahead.
Sorry, it synthesizes and secretes enzymes.
Very good. Synthesizes and secretes enzyme. Okay. Especially lysozymes. Okay. When he says it synthesizes and secretes enzymes, the direct indication is towards lysozymes. We will come to that later into this session. What are the other functions? Nidhi, Mehta, Palak, Ramiz. Would you people like to add anything to this?
Transports material.
Very good, Priyanka. Sankhe. It will transport material. Why? Because it forms vesicles, packaging. बहुत सिंपल सी बात बताता हूँ आपको, ठीक है? बहुत सिंपल सी बात आपको बताता हूँ. सपोज आपने पिज्जा ऑर्डर कर दिया, पिज्जा, ठीक है? लेक्चर खत्म होते ही आपने बोला आज तो बहुत भूख लग गई है, लेट अस ऑर्डर पिज्जा. फिर आपने जोमैटो जो भी है आपके पास मोबाइल में या आपके मम्मी या डैडी के मोबाइल में वहां से ऑर्डर कर दिया. सो पिज्जा वाला क्या करेगा? वो पिज्जा बना के ऐसे हाथ में गरम लेकर आके आपको दे देगा क्या?
नहीं.
तो कैसे लाएगा?
बॉक्स में.
हाँ, पैकेजिंग करके लाता है ना, पैक करके लाता है ना.
हाँ,
राइट है, पैक करके लाएगा. सो दैट पैकेजिंग ऑफ प्रोटीन जो अंदर है, पिज्जा है, उसको मैं प्रोटीन बोलता हूँ. सो प्रोटीन हमारे लिए प्रोटीन किसने बनाया? स्टूडेंट्स याद करो, प्रोटीन किसने बनाया था? राइबोसोम्स. राइट आंसर आदित्य, शाबाश. राइबोसोम्स ने प्रोटीन बनाया था. प्रोटीन को पैक किसने किया? गोल्गी कॉम्प्लेक्स ने. Am I clear? Am I clear? So synthesis of protein is done by ribosomes, but packaging of proteins is done by Golgi complex. Packaging of protein is done by Golgi complex. Priya is already packaging. All right, students. So I was saying that Golgi complex is responsible for, everyone can hear me clearly? I think we have a few more students to join us.
Yes, sir.
Mansi Chalwadi, yes. Okay. Zoha, you had a doubt? Zoha? Okay. Chalo, students, we were discussing about the Golgi complex, and I said कि Golgi complex does the packaging job. ठीक है? Job of packaging. ये देखो, ये आ गए हम Golgi complex पे. ठीक है? Golgi complex does the job of packaging of proteins. So once proteins are formed, they are packaged into. The terms which we use for packaging, I'll not be using right now. The terms are vesicles. So I'll not use that vesicles. I'll keep this very simplified. Vesicles means what? Packets of proteins. Okay, vesicles hota hai. VESICLS. VESICLES. So statement is Golgi complex pack proteins in the form of vesicles and secrete them later on in the cell. Okay, next पे जाते हैं students. Vacuole. Wow. कबड टाइप है ये तो. क्या फंक्शन है वैक्यूल का students? Function of vacuole. Anybody?
Stores extra.
Function of vacuole.
Store water.
Yes, Drashti. Palak. Storage. Very good. Cell sap. Okay. Cell sap. Fluids get stored over here in the vacuoles. It is kind of storage, how you can say that. And as I said, वापस से जब चैप्टर में आए डिटेल में तो इसको और अच्छे से देखेंगे. फिलहाल के लिए हम selected cell organelles की बातें कर रहे हैं. Okay, on the screen you can read organelle that stores water and other minerals. This is a cell organelle which stores water and other minerals. And students, ध्यान देना, ठीक है? Focus over here. The content which is stored inside the vacuole is known as cell sap. SAP. Vacuole contains cell sap. All right. The minerals of water or anything, any biomolecule which is stored inside the vacuole would be given this term, cell sap. Also, I would like to know from your side, students, vacuole is large and permanent. Vacuole is large and permanent in case of plant cell or animal cell. Tell me the answer.
Plant cell.
Plant cell. Shabash, very good. Plant cell, है ना? Plant cell के case में it is large and permanent. While in case of animal cells, even if it is present, it is generally temporary. Okay. Next, my next cell organelle is lysosome. Glycolysis. याद आ रहा है कुछ? Glycolysis.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, बोल आदित्य. What do I mean by lysis?
Lysis, breaking.
Breaking, very good. अभी से आपकी मम्मी को एक नया टर्म आज बता देना. उनको बोलना कि जब भी मैं मस्ती करूं तो मुझे ऐसे मत बोलना कि मैं तेरी पिटाई कर दूंगी, ऐसे बोलना कि मैं तेरी लाइसिस कर दूंगी. ठीक है? तुझे तोड़ दूंगी, तोड़ के. So lysis means breakdown. So when I say lysosome, it is a cell organelle which is responsible for breaking down. Manav had said this term while he was explaining about Golgi complex. What he said Golgi complex is responsible for producing enzymes for breakdown, है ना, ये उसने term use किया था. So this is produced by Golgi complex. Students, lysosomes are also known as, if you have heard this term, raise your hand for me.
Suicidal bags.
Exactly. Lysosomes are also known as suicidal bags, है ना. जो सेल suicidal bag हम क्यों बोलते हैं? Because इनके अंदर जो enzymes होते हैं, enzymes which are present in the lysosomes can digest entire cell. They can digest entire cell. They have the enzymes to digest these cells. They have enzyme to lyse this cell. That is what you have to use. When I say lysosome, you have to use the term lysosome के साथ हमेशा students bracket में. Sorry.
Sir, I was telling that after digesting a cell or a foreign particle, they also die. So therefore, they are known as suicidal bags.
Correct. Because they would digest these cell components. So obviously the cell would die, and therefore they are known as suicidal bags. And students, always you should write in bracket. You should write in bracket LYSE equal to breakdown. LYSE or LYSIS, lysis. This prefix indicates towards the breakdown. You will have many such prefixes which would be coming your way. Always make it a habit to write the meaning of these prefixes on the first page of your book. ठीक है, आपकी बुक पे फर्स्ट पेज पे जाके लिख देने का, ताकि आपको जब भी मतलब जानना है आप फटाक से फर्स्ट पेज पे जाओगे and वहां से you can recollect. So when I say lysis, it means breakdown, should be there on the first page of your biology notebook. Also, some other terms like epi, EPI, epi. What do I mean by epi? Anybody? Drasika, Nidhi, Jyotika. What do I mean by epi, Zoha?
Layer or outer layer.
Epi is right. Upper or outer. Shabash. Epi means upper or outer. Epi means upper or outer. EPI. That is the spelling. Okay? EPI. Okay. Next, going from upper or outer to the opposite side. Tell me the meaning of endo.
Lower or below.
Inside.
Inside, lower, below. These are roughly the terms which it would indicate. Okay, endo. Okay. Now very interesting term. Okay, peri, PERI, peri.
In between.
No. It is not in between. Peri खाया ना, मैगडी में जाके खाया मैं peri. So what is that peri masala? Yes, Priya.
Around.
Around is right answer. Well done, Rasika. Around is right answer. When we get that peri, what do we do, students? क्या करते हैं? ऐसे अपन कट ऐसे फाड़ते हैं उसको, sachet को, and then we put it in the paper bag, and then what we do is we mix it properly so as to mix it over and around the fries, and therefore peri वो वहीं से टर्म आ रहा है ना. अपन बायोलॉजी वालों को तो पता ही होना चाहिए ना. नेक्स्ट टाइम अगर जब लॉकडाउन के बाद मैगडी खुल जाएगा, we'll have you this peri, तो make sure कि you explain this to your friends also. पता है टर्म कहाँ से आया? peri बायोलॉजी से आया. Peri means around. So this masala is now around the fries, and now let us enjoy the fries. Next time your friends won't invite you with them. Once you start biologifying everything, they'll start avoiding you. So peri, also students, let us put this term in a more technical manner. Peripheral, periphery, periderm. समझ में आ रहा है? सब जगह उसका मतलब वही है. Periphery, boundary, around. है ना? Right है? Okay, so peri means around. Jigar said peri means somewhere in between. नहीं, in between के लिए अपन क्या यूज करेंगे? Inter. ठीक है? INTER, inter. Also there is another term. Meso means middle. MESO. Very good, Aditya. Shabash. Meso means middle. Anybody who can suggest me what do I understand by mayo? I'm not referring to mayo. Mayo nahi, mayo. Okay, myo. Tell me myo. 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 Vivek. Adrita. Myo.
Center.
No.
Muscle.
Muscle is right answer. Who said that?
Sakshi.
Sakshi. Very good, Sakshi. Shabash. Myo means muscle. कैसे पता चला मुझे? Myoglobin. Myoglobin, the proteins present in muscle. Myofibril, the cells of muscle. समझ में आ रहा है? Myofibril.
myopia.
Myopia. Shabash. Myopia is indicated. It is related to
eye defect.
Eyes.
क्या बात है? Very good, very good, very good. So eye defect भी कौन से defect को related होगा students?
Short
Something
sight.
related to lens.
Far-sighted.
Yes, sir.
Vision. Very good. Vision.
Nearsighted.
Shabash. We'll come to this. Which sighted it is. When we'll come to this ciliary muscles wala topic. Chapter number 21 NCERT, neural coordination. Chapter number 9 HSC book, nervous coordination chapter. उसमें हम पढ़ाई करेंगे आंखों के बारे में, ठीक है? आंखें, the most beautiful thing which has ever been, ठीक है, with us. Eyes. So eyes में ciliary muscles होते हैं, ciliary muscles, myo. From there I'm getting this term myo. Myo means muscle. Okay, students. So आज के लिए तो बहुत ज़्यादा muscle हमने कर लिया है. And already time is up. Time is up for us to go. The homework for all of you. I couldn't take revision today, but otherwise, every time I make it a point to get the entire content of the lecture revised from the students itself. So, but today ये possible नहीं हो पाया. Anyways, we will be revising this entire topic in the next lecture again. So we will start with the lecture with question answer round. Okay, students. So be ready next time. Whatever we have covered up till now, I'll be sending the image on the group also. You can go through all the content and keep it as simplified as possible. Homework for you is you have to prepare notes on today's chapter. Do not refer any textbook as of now. You don't have to open your HSC textbook or NCERT, nothing at all. You just have to go through this PPT, which I'll be sending you. I'll be sending you in the form of images. So go through the PPT, go through those images, try to recollect what we had discussed. Also, the recorded session I'll be uploading on the YouTube. So I'll be sending you the link also of this session. You can go through the session again. Try to recollect all the points and try to frame these points, this content of the lecture in a flow chart pattern. I hope you understand what do I mean by flow chart. It should not be paragraph writing, essay writing, निबंध लेखन नहीं करना है, ठीक है? Detailing नहीं करनी है ज़्यादा. Should be flow chart pattern, tree diagram and all those things you can use. Make it as colorful as possible, make it as interesting as possible, because if you make it colorful, even you would want to visit it. है ना? If you make it paragraph pattern, then you would like to hate it as much as possible. Okay, so that's it from my side. Thank you very much for joining me, students. Enjoy your day. It has been a very good morning for me also. Very energetic batch. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Bye bye. Most welcome. Bye, Vansi.